Skin that smoke wagon and see what happens.
How's that for a slice of fried gold?
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't know how this machine worked.
It seems to run on some form of electricity.
And it was wrong. It was a bad call, Ripley. It was a bad call.
Bad call.
Some are good for fighting, others for dying.
It's Just Two Movies.
Welcome back. It's another episode of It's Just Two Movies. We're back. I told you. I told you we'd be back. We'll always be back. So fucking
Sometimes.
sleep with one eye open, you sons of bitches. My name is Daniel King. In the studio with me this evening, my lovely wife, Alicia.
Hi.
Yeah. How are you, baby?
I'm good. Just doing the podcast with you.
Thanks for opting to do the show again. I appreciate it.
You're welcome. You
And I
get
know
one, so
everybody knows that
every
you
year.
love spooky movies. Everybody knows that that's your favorite. So I have chosen a very spooky movie for us to cover. A couple of very spooky movies, actually. But if you're not familiar with what we do on this show, we watch two movies. One of them is good, usually. The other one, hopefully it's so bad it's good. That's what we're going for. But they've got something in common. This week, we are going to cover a 2014 horror movie called Creep. It says it's a horror comedy.
that's what I was just like, is it really a horror?
It can't be. There's nothing comedic about this to me.
It's him.
Yeah.
He's funny to himself.
Right.
So I guess I could see that if you have that same sense of humor, but
It's funny what a fucking maniac he is.
I've
I
chuckled
guess.
a couple times. I'm like, oh,
Yeah,
like
well.
an awkward chuckle. Yeah, for sure.
If you are not familiar with Creep, like I said, is a R-rated 2014 horror film, 1 hour, 22-minute runtime. You can still catch this one on Netflix. This has got a 6.3 out of 10 on IMDb, 91% on Rotten Tomatoes, 74% on Metacritic, and 72% of Google users, guess what? They like this movie. Release date June 23rd, 2015, directed by Patrick Bryce. Stars Mark Duplass, Patrick Bryce, and Katie Astleton. I think Katie Astleton does the voice
of the sister.
of the wife/sister. We'll unpack that later as we get through it. But yeah, Mark Duplass, fantastic in this. Patrick Bryce, those are pretty much the only two people in it. And I guess it's Patrick Bryce actually directed the film, which makes sense because it's like a, found footage.
Oh, that guy.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, he's the guy holding the camera the whole time, so he's the director. Like he directed the
But
film.
also
Also
real
shot the
IRL.
shot. Yeah, IRL is
Yeah.
also in it. So yeah, he's got that going for him.
That's
Cool
Yeah.
stuff from a cool dude, no doubt. Patrick Bryce. Maybe not. I don't know. He might be a shithead. Who knows?
I never seen him in nothing.
Just the top post in Reddit. What is it about Creep that people love so much? Well, we're going to get into it. Alicia, what would you say that this is about, spoiler free, to like kind of entice somebody else to watch it?
Okay, so what's his name? Jeff. It's not Jeff.
Oh, it's
Sorry.
Yosef.
Yosef.
Yeah.
Okay, he pretty much puts in kind of like an ad out
Mhm.
to have someone film him.
Yep.
And it turns out he's a fucking creep. Literally. Like just weird guy. Maybe he seems like quirky weird at first, and it just turns into
Like homicidal
just
weird.
yeah. So and it's pretty straightforward and basic. I mean, there's not really a whole lot to it.
Yeah.
He does a good job though, so that's what makes it good. So.
I think that this is very carefully. I think this is very carefully scripted and written.
Well, it kind of has to be, I guess, too,
Yeah,
because it's so short. There's
You're right.
not a whole lot to it.
There's not much to it. The guy puts out an ad,
Mhm.
but it's a lie because he's a creep.
And there's not a whole lot of people in it either to kind of compensate for other
True.
actors and things that would be in it.
Right.
So it's like it's got to be good, and it's good because of the people they do have in it.
So we are going to dive into Creep from 2000, what did I say, 14? Yeah, 2014. If that is something you want to watch, we're about to get into pretty heavy spoiler territory. So, if you want to tune out, now's your chance. If you don't, buckle up, bitch. We're responding to an ad, and the ad is like, "Hey, come film me. I want to make a movie. It's going to take 8 hours of your time, and then you can go."
Oh, I didn't realize it was an ad.
Yeah, that's kind of his ad. Well, when it opens up,
his ad. I thought I was like, wait, what?
When it opens up, it's the guy that plays Aaron, Patrick Bryce. He's driving, recording himself, talking about the ad.
Yeah, I didn't. I was thinking when you said ad, I thought you were going to do
podcast was gonna go to an
ad, and I was like, okay, and then I didn't know. That's not what it was.
Perhaps I am. You never know. You never know when I'm going to go into an ad. I do have an announcement to make at some point during the show, but I guess that can wait until the end. I'll just put it in like the What You Watching segment. Little sizzle out there. So you've got this opening, and here's the problem. I have wanted to cover this movie for a long time on the show, but after recently rewatching it, I don't know how much there is to talk about. So I just want to kind of go through it chronologically, since not a lot happens.
Okay.
But it opens up, you've got Aaron, and he's like talking about the ad, and he's like, yeah, it's kind of weird, but if I get there and the guy's a fucking weirdo, I'll just leave.
Mm-hmm. Did it ever say like how much it would pay?
It was not a small amount.
And that's what I thought. I just
enough...
didn't remember the exact amount because I was like, why would you even respond to an ad like that?
You would be enticed.
Okay,
I would be. If you have a video camera and could use some money, you're like, fuck, it's one day's worth of work. Hell yeah.
Yeah.
1 day worth of work of just filming. Done. Dunzo.
Right.
So he gets out there and he's like, oh yeah, it's kind of weird. I don't see the guy or whatever. And boom, it's like jump scare. He's right in the window. He's like, oh, you must be Aaron.
Well, he shows up and because he sees that accent stuff too on the.
Oh yeah.
It's like just a creepy cabin in the woods style. So it's like, I don't know. You don't know what's going to happen, but then you're like filming.
It's very cute on the inside. And, and you meet the guy and there's something off about Yusuf, but he does seem like very friendly, like he's inviting.
Maybe there's some social
some people
weird.
Some people are just fucking weird, man.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like I have friends in high school that are like, yeah, dude, somebody asked me, what do you think of them? I go, oh, they're a little fucking weird, but they're fine.
Right, harmless. So maybe that's what the guy was thinking is, okay, he's a little off, but he's probably harmless.
And he's got some weird mannerisms, but he's probably fine.
Yeah. Not.
So the first thing they do is he's like, oh yeah, come on up. I just got done with my run, so I'm gonna get a bath. I'm gonna get in the tub. And he's like, oh,
because it's like supposed to be like a day in the life of this guy.
Yeah, and he's like, oh, okay. Well, I mean, Aaron's thinking like, all right, just got here, and you're just gonna go get in the bath.
Yeah, but he wants him to record him.
He wants him to record him in the bath. He's like, no, you come on too. You come up.
No amount of money.
He's like, it's kind of weird. And he's like, listen, man. He goes, we're gonna go weirder places than this. So. Like, if this isn't your thing,
right?
He's like, I'm going to get in the tub. You're not going to get in the tub. This is not a sexual thing.
Right.
I'm going to get in the tub. You're just
still weird. You're still going to be with this random gross-ass man taking a bath.
Right.
Like, hey, I'm going to get a quick shower before we do this. No, you're going to film me taking a bath.
Now, what kind of fantastic thing would suddenly make this situation less weird and more understandable if he was like, hey, listen, I have cancer, I have a baby on the way, and there's a really good chance I may never get to meet said baby, so I'm making this video before I die. So that's essentially what it was for, and he's like, oh yeah, it's your first tubby time, we're having having a little tubby time. Fucking weird. Kind of weird.
No, super weird.
But the way the guy like spaces out and snaps back, you're like, well, fuck, I mean, like, IRL, if he's gonna die in like a month or two.
Yeah, and he does do that throughout the whole thing. It's like he's
consistent with it.
Yeah, he is super weird, but he always gives you this little like, oh, poor me. So then you kind of bring back, okay, well, he's weird, but I'll give him a shot. He's dying. He's this or that. So it's like he drags him back in.
Oh yeah.
So
and they get done with tubby time. And then he's like, oh, we're going to go on a hike. We're going to go find these fucking healing waters or whatever.
Heart Rock, whatever.
Yeah, so they're like, all right, I just got out of the tub. Now we're going to go for a swim. What?
Right.
The order of operations here is insane. But they're going on a hike, and Aaron's like, man, how far away are we from the fucking house now, And he's like, they're hiking. And Mark Duplass's character, Yusuf, just runs off in the woods.
Yeah.
And he's like, hey, where are you going? And then he goes to chase him down, and he just pops out from under a fucking rock or whatever.
Yeah.
And then he's like, like he's going to get him.
Yeah.
And then he's like, as he's freaking out, he's like, I'm sorry, I was just messing with you. He's like, but that's what it feels like. when you know you're about to die. You think you're going to die. He goes, that's what that feels like. Pretty intense, huh?
Right.
You know,
well, he does give off the like vibe that maybe he's just into like, oh, just jump scare people or just being, there are people who always want to scare you, always want to just make you uncomfortable because they say, we have literally a friend just like that will say weird random shit just to make you uncomfortable. So it's like, they're harmless, but it's like you don't realize it until later.
It can be very abrasive depending on what type of behavior. Like if somebody just says weird out of pocket shit, I'm okay with that. People that like actively like want to jump scare me all the time because I am a jumpy individual, I fucking hate that shit. Like I will lose my cool about that actually. I get it. If it's an accident, it's okay. I get jump scared on accident constantly. But when people do it deliberately, man, it fucking drives me insane.
Every now and then I do it to you.
I hate it.
Yeah, but you won't punch me in the face. You just look like you're going to punch me in the face.
Yes, yes. Which is exactly what happens here because he's like, right after I scared you and I told you that it was just a joke, for a second there, felt like you wanted to kill me. Uh-huh. How'd that feel?
Right.
He gets weird about it, man. Real weird.
He brings the axe up too then in the woods. Mm-hmm. He's like, oh yeah, when you saw the axe on the porch, what'd you think? I was going to kill you with it?
He's like, I wasn't sure about you. And he's like,
yeah.
I have an axe. I know you've seen it.
Mm-hmm, right.
But it's weird because it's a brand fucking new axe and it's in a stump that's older than fuck.
Right.
That's the like.
It was purposely put there.
Yeah, it's out of place.
Right.
So I like the way that. All right, I want to come back to this at the end. But they get out there and they're swimming in this fucking rock and they actually like kind of share a moment together. Like they kind of bond a little bit. He's like, man, this is just, this is incredible. Man, you're a fine dude.
Right.
But minutes ago, you were afraid that he was going to kill you and you thought about attacking him back. And now you're chummy again.
Mm-hmm. It goes back and forth. Like
the
whole time, literally until the very end.
Right.
Until the very end, he trusts him and then he doesn't. And then he gains his weird trust back. Like he's still harmless and, how that turns out. But
it's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
So he fucking, they get back and they're, what are they doing? They having dinner or whatever? No, this is they're getting ready to wrap up filming.
Yeah, he tells him to turn it off because he wants to tell him a story or whatever.
He's like, hey man, I want to tell you something kind of personal. I have a confession to make. I've done something bad. I want to tell someone because I've never told anyone. But would you mind turning the camera off? Because it's not for that. So of course he doesn't. He acts like he turns it off and sets it down or whatever.
He just leaves the audio on or whatever.
Yeah, so it's audio only. So in this film that is all found footage, which I gotta say, something about the grainy texture of this helps.
Yeah.
It's nice.
It does keep the creepy mentality there the whole time because it's kind of like
something about it. And then you've got this scene that's I don't know, it's maybe 2 minutes long, 2.5 minutes. He goes for a minute. And it's just all black screen. So it's just dialogue. Mm-hmm. And he tells this story about how his computer was fucking up. So he asked his coworker about it. He said, maybe your browser's history is full. So he went on there and he looked at his browser history and it was pornography, animal pornography. Only 2 people use that computer, use the internet in my house, Aaron. Me and my wife, Deborah or Colleen or whatever
her name was. I don't remember her name.
He's like, and I wasn't looking at animal pornography, Aaron. You know what I mean? So he's like, I asked her about it. She just kind of shut it down. So she flat out lied. The lie kind of drove a wedge between us or whatever. And we were going to try to patch up the relationship. And I invited her out to this cabin. We came out here to this cabin for the weekend. And then I told her I got called away on work, but I didn't. I went down to the 99-cent store and I bought a mask, a werewolf mask, a wolf mask. He's like, and I broke in, and I tied up my wife while she was sleeping, and I raped her, and I'd never seen her happier. And then when I left again, and I came back the next day, and asked her how her night was, she just smirked and said, fine. So he's like, I raped my own wife, Aaron. But he has that fucking wolf mask.
Yeah.
He runs into it earlier in the movie. He's like, oh, look in that closet, there's a coat or whatever. He looks in there, he sees that mask. He's like, "Oh Jesus, fucking Christ!" He's
it's
like,
pretty good.
Oh, that's just peachfuzz. Yeah. That is the most horrifying Halloween mask I've ever seen. It is.
It's pretty good.
Yeah, it's a pretty fucking good mask. I wonder if you can just buy one.
Oh, I'm sure you can.
I'm curious. I wonder how much it costs.
$79.99. It probably is not cheap because masks in general they're not, and I mean one from a specific movie. If you can even find it,
I found a bunch of stickers. I found hats.
You probably have to get on eBay for it. You know, someone's got that mask.
I don't even see it on shopping. It's got to be somewhere though.
It's probably hundreds of dollars.
If you look it up, just look up "creep peach fuzz." If you're not driving, if you're driving, safety first, all that good shit. But this werewolf mask is fucking. It's horrific.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it is kind of cartoony, but it's weirdly expressive. Like, when he's, like, putting the eye, when he's nodding it, like, when he nods up and the lights hit it, they almost glow. Like, it's a pretty creepy looking mask.
I mean, just for some guy to literally just have that. It's just like, okay, that goes with your Halloween shit. That doesn't go in the your readily available closet that you can you just get out of, like,
he's like, oh man,
propped up perfectly in place.
I've had this forever. It's Peach Fuzz, the friendly werewolf,
and also name it. Like, that's so weird.
And name it Peach Fuzz. So there's a bit there, like, all right, let's do one more take. Let's have a drink and do one more take. So Aaron fucking drugs Yusuf. He drugs him.
Mm-hmm.
He puts Benadryl.
Well, because he drugs him. And then after he can't find his keys because he got uncomfortable and wanted to leave.
He talks about the rape story, and they do one more take.
Yeah.
And then he's like, "Did that freak you out with my rape story?"
Right.
And he's like looking for his keys. He's like, "No, man, not at all. I can't find my keys." He's like, "Look, just stay the night. The house will be flooded with sunlight in the morning."
You're over a 0.08 or whatever he says.
He's like, "You're drunk, Aaron.
Mm-hmm.
You're drunk." But he's like, "Fucking, let's have one more drink, and then we'll do one more take, and then we'll call it a night."
Right.
And he's like, "You know what? Okay, I'll pour him." And he fucking drugs it with Benadryl.
Man, it had been a lot of Benadryl.
It had been a lot of Benadryl. And he's like, was gonna sift.
How could you not taste that?
Well, he's like, it smells funny, and he's like, nope, bottoms up. And they're like, all right, and he's like, toast. And they fucking just slam him back. He's like, oh, did that taste weird to you? And he's like, no, it just tastes like whiskey. He's like, oh, okay. And then later, he's fucking passed the fuck out. And as he's...
You don't think he is, though, at first. Like, you
think he's acting.
Right.
Because he is.
Because he's, like, snoring and all this other stuff. Just laying on the mantle or whatever. And it's just
like by the fireplace.
Yeah.
And he's putting his hand down his pants, and he's like, peach fuzz. It's fucking creepy as shit. So, Aaron can't find his keys, so he gets Mark Duplass's phone, and he's like... He's like, I'm going to call his wife. So he remembered her name, Angela, or whatever it was. And he calls her, and she's like, hello? And he's like, hi, this is Aaron, so-and-so. And she's like, okay. He's like, hey, your husband hired me? She's like, excuse me? He's like, yeah, your husband hired me to come out here and film him or whatever. And she's like, oh, that's just a thing he does. Listen, you're probably going to want to go ahead and leave.
Right.
And he's like, I can't find my keys.
You just start walking.
And she's like, you just leave.
I'll
just
meet
start
you
walking.
at a certain point.
Yep, just start walking. Just leave right now. And he's like, am I in danger? And she's like, my brother, he's got some... And she's like, your brother? What the fuck?
Yeah, he does some weird stuff, so
she's like,
he's got a thing.
Is he dangerous? And there's a long pause, and he's like, oh my fucking God. So he just he gets up to leave, and then he looks where the guy was laying, passed out on the mantle, and he's not there. So Aaron's getting his shit, and he goes to fucking look, and then there he is, standing in the doorway with his arms spread wide open, wearing that fucking peach fuzz mask on. He's creepy as fuck. And then what happens after that? Does he
They have a tussle. He knocks him out, and the guy does end up leaving. It doesn't really show much of how he gets there because it comes back to Aaron's video.
And he's in his apartment.
He's back in his apartment. And then that's pretty much you got... Yeah, I mean, there's still more, but that's there's a little bit left of the movie. But yeah, after he's done that, he's like, they rumble a little bit. And then he does that. And then he starts getting weird vibes at his apartment again. And he's like, oh, no. He's like, we're leaving him. Like, he broke his window and left a note in there and sent him a CD.
DVD,
and left him, all that kind of stuff. So,
yeah, he keeps breaking into his shit and leaving him videos. He leaves a weird package at his door.
Yeah.
It's got a CD and a knife and a fucking baby wolf.
Yeah,
stuffed
stuffy
animal
thing. Yeah.
And you get all these videos of Aaron in the middle of the night waking up, and he's like, God, I just had this weird fucking dream I'm there with Yusuf, but he's got the mask on, but it's okay because I'm also wearing one, but it's like a baby like a baby wolf mask. And we're at what restaurant? He says a restaurant, and he's like,
because they do go to that one restaurant.
We're at a restaurant, but we're also in a hot tub, and like we're both naked, but it's fine. And he's like, and then I look at the tub, and the tub's like filling up with blood, and he's like, yeah, I don't know, man, I don't know. There's a bit where he calls the cops, and they're like, yeah, we can't really do anything, and he's like,
well, he doesn't know any information on him.
Yeah,
he's like, he said his name's this, but he lies all the time, and this, that, and the other.
He lies
so it's
about everything.
And then Yusuf finally sends his like last video or whatever, and like, okay, well,
look, I'll meet you here.
We'll do one more thing. It'll be in public.
I just, you don't have to be scared. It's going to be in public. I'm right here. He's like, look, man. He's like, cards on the table. I lied to you about a lot of that stuff. And I've always kind of been like this. And I've talked to lots of professionals, and just really, I'm like a lonely person, and I just want. Like, I'm sorry.
I need a friend, or I need lonely, someone there.
And I've got nobody, and I just need someone to understand. And he's like, you can meet me here. I'll be here from...
And it's like at a park. So it's like...
Yeah, it's a public park. He's like, I'll be here at the lake from 11 to 1 or whatever. He's like, I'll be here for 2 hours. He's like, I just want to talk. That's all. He's like, and then if you don't want to talk to me anymore, he's like, I'll leave you alone for the rest of your life. So that's a trap.
100% obvious.
100% a trap. Are you fucking stupid?
Right. But he does go. He goes and he sits on the bench and he waits for him. He waits for him.
He props his camera up in his car, and he even like turns to the camera. He's like, all right, Yusuf, you got me. But you should know.
He's got the cops on speed dial.
I'm recording this, and 911 is on speed dial. And then he goes and he sits on the park bench, and he just looks out at the lake. And then, like, a minute later, Yusuf, like, creeps up behind him, and he, like, kind of waves at him, and he doesn't move.
Right.
So he puts on the peachfuzz mask.
He's got the axe.
And he takes out his axe, and he just fucking whomp.
That is brutal.
That is fucking brutal to watch.
That is, like, exactly how that would go, and it's, like, really, like,
that sound,
brutal.
That sound effect is, like, perfect. Like, it's like, oh.
Yeah, for sure. But... Yeah, and then so he does that, but it's I think one of my favorite part is like right after that he goes like kind of finish his film on this person, and he's pretty much like, what a dummy. Yeah. He didn't even turn around.
Yeah, he's like,
why would you, after all of this stuff I've done, you wouldn't even look or try to look or turn around for me? He's
why
like,
didn't even turn around?
Right. He's just like, what a dummy. Like, fucking.
But he's like, but that's why you're the best person, Aaron.
Right.
And I will always love you. Because you wanted to believe that I was kind. You wanted to believe that I really just needed a friend. And you were there. You were there for me. You pulled through. And that's why I'll always love you. And then he takes out the DVD. He's like, it just gets better every time I watch it. And then he puts it in a cabinet full of...
Tons.
So many of them.
So many.
And then he calls somebody else. He gets a phone call. And he's like, oh, yeah, no, it's I only need 8 hours of your time. It'll be fucking $800 or whatever. So he's getting another one.
Which is crazy to me.
I think.
Just in broad daylight, in a park.
I think it's a good setup.
Yeah, no, for sure.
Because there is Creep 2, which I would like to cover with you next time you're on, if that's cool.
Okay, yeah, that's fine. I just, if I would have thought about it, because they're both.
They're pretty short. Hour 20, you know what I mean?
They're
hour
short,
20.
but
I think
it is just 2 movies.
I think that runtime.
I guess we got to do the other werewolf movie.
What?
I don't
know, with another one, yeah. I've wanted to cover Dog Soldiers. I actually watched that on my day off one time. It's really good.
Oh, I figure we just do the one in London.
Oh, American Werewolf in London. We're getting ready to do American Werewolf in Paris, but before we jump off to that, so this does queue up a sequel really, really nicely. I don't know.
You could run with this for many movies.
I saw a thing on Google. I don't think there is a Creep 3, but evidently they've talked about it. Let's see.
Well, I haven't seen that, but I mean, it's just one of those things where they're short, they're sweet, they're straight to the point. He personally is great.
Oh, Creep 3 was finally teased 2 months ago.
Nice. Is he doing it?
Yeah.
Nice.
Yep.
Because he's got that face.
It can't be anybody
He's
but
got
Mark
that face.
Duplass.
No,
He
for
does
sure.
have that dude's look at the dude on that face. You know?
Right.
He's a very unique looking. It's weird because like he's not ugly. He's just is unique looking.
No, right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because you remember we also watched and covered on the podcast, so feel free to go back and check out that episode. That The One I Want, The One I Love. Yeah, The One I Love. It's him and that girl from...
We did?
Yeah, we watched it. We didn't cover it on the podcast.
Oh, I was like, you said
No.
podcast. And I was like,
Yeah.
trying to think. Okay.
No, I think Bird and I covered it on the podcast. The
okay.
One I Love.
Yeah, no.
Him and that girl, they go to and then there's weirdly like clones of them that live there.
Yes. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, fucking awesome movie.
Yeah, it's neat.
And I think I want to like hunt down some more of Mark Duplass's movies and see what else that he's in that has like, this has got balls. You know what I mean?
Oh, for sure.
They're really fucking going for
For
broke
sure.
here. I was very
And I mean,
impressed.
honestly, how much would it have even cost, too? Just to do a movie like this?
Oh my God, I wonder what the
I mean,
budget
the
was.
setting, okay, you got the cabin in the woods vibe, and then you literally have a apartment and a car and a park.
Oh, the found footage horror film had a budget of less than $500 and was made with a single camera and 3-person
I was going to
crew.
say, it can't be much, like,
Yeah,
at all.
Was
that one of his first movies?
the director? I
Because it's
think
been 10
so.
years. I mean...
Let's check out his filmography. Creep 2, The Overnight, Creep 3 to be coming. There's Someone Inside Your House from 2021. I don't think I've seen that.
What is it? Hold on. It's one of his movies?
Yeah, there's Someone Inside Your House and Corporate Animals. I liked Corporate Animals. You remember that?
Mm-mm.
It's that weird movie where this company goes on like an outdoors retreat.
No.
It's got fucking God damn it, give me 1 second. It's got Demi Moore in it, weirdly, who just hasn't been in anything in forever, and then she was in this. Oh yeah, Ed Helms, Jessica Williams, Karen Sony.
Oh, yeah.
Yep. That's a fun
weird.
movie. Yeah, so that's one of his as well. Yeah, directed by Patrick Bryce. Cool.
Huh.
Yeah, so I don't know.
It kind
man.
of does give the same vibes on that one.
I haven't seen The Overnight or There's Someone Inside Your House. But yeah, I mean, the rest of these that I have watched, I really enjoyed. How many fucking Peach Fuzz thumbs would you give this?
Peach
Out of
Fuzz
10.
ones?
Yeah.
I'd probably do 8.5.
8.5?
Yeah.
I'm going to do hard 9.
Mm-hmm.
Is it the perfect movie? No. But is it fun the 3 times I've watched it? Every time. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a fun movie. It's got rewatch value. This is going to be like a Halloween
I
classic.
just feel like I really like it, but I just feel like, I don't know what it is. I'm just missing like one thing. I'm not sure what it is.
Production value, probably.
No, it's not, because that's what makes it and keeps it kind of creepy. I don't know if it's like,
And the second one's short too. It's an hour 20 also.
yeah. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe if it's just because it is an hour and 20, maybe I wanted 5 more minutes of it.
Just a little something else.
Just a
I'm
little
curious-
extra.
I'm very curious how he disposed of the body. Like it didn't show him doing
Oh, yeah,
it.
because he goes the one time and that's what happens is you think he kills the guy because he's like dragging these trash bags up the mountain or whatever.
Yeah.
After the tumble, the
Mhm.
tussle. And, but then it cuts to him. So it's like, you do think he's dead and you're like, weird, this is like way short movie. And then you're like, oh yeah, no,
Right.
he doesn't kill him. But
yeah. Good
also, yeah, unless it's just like that lake, maybe he just throws them in the lake, but that would seem weird because I mean, that's a lot of fucking bodies.
That would be a lot of fucking and that would turn up a serial killer killing that many
For
fucking
sure.
people.
Well, and
with the
it's
same
not like,
MO.
yeah, and it's not his cabin. It's not
Just a random person's house, like in Funny Games.
yeah, it's creepy too, but it's like not
There's
his cabin, not his anything. I don't
Yeah.
know. It's just
There's something creepy about the idea that somebody that can lie with every fiber about something as small as being like, yeah, I live in that house.
right.
Hey, I'm your neighbor.
Mm-hmm.
You know, no, your real neighbors are dead, chopped up in pieces in the kitchen. This is the person that did it, who's just like, oh, howdy,
And
neighbor.
then takes over
Yeah,
it takes over the
fucking-
house and just their identity pretty much, and it's like okay, but
Creepy stuff.
it is super creepy.
Yeah.
But he does a really good job at it, and the director or whatever.
What do you think? Where would you put this on a Halloween spooky time scale?
It's one of those, I would say.
I think we could watch that with our kid this year.
Yeah, and I think it's one of those that you can watch every year, too, because it's so short, you know?
It really is, yeah.
It could be, it's family favorite, and also, you know, having a teenage kid, kind of good to be like, just fucking don't. I don't care what they say. Don't.
Yeah, right.
Doesn't matter. They can make it look like all rainbows and butterflies, but
could it be fine? Certainly. It certainly could be fine. And you know what? They might not mean anything by it, and it might be totally an innocent, like, hey, do you need a ride?
Right.
Or there's a slim chance it could be this guy.
Right.
And
because they're there.
I am not willing to roll the dice on that.
No, for sure. But, you know, no, for sure. I think that's like, because it is a short, sweet movie, straight to the point. I think it's definitely one you can watch every year for real.
Yeah, fucking A. Same.
And I don't think, you know, because, you know, we shelter her as much as we possibly can, but also give her freedom. Mm-hmm. So, you know, with this too, it's like, you know, one of those things you're gonna have to let her watch herself and kind of let her get her own opinion on it.
Yeah. Yeah, because there's folks out there like that's crazy. American Werewolf in Paris?
Right now?
Do you want to?
Oh, yeah. I was just looking at time.
Oh, I was like, because it's the movie we're watching.
I gotta make quesadillas first.
You gotta make quesadillas? All right. Well, okay. All right. A little peek behind the curtain, everybody.
Quesadillas.
Buffalo chicken quesadillas. And American Werewolf in Paris. We'll be right back. Here's a word from our sponsors. Oh, wait. Actually, you know what? I'm just going to go ahead and do this announcement thing right now. Because it's about to pop up in the show anyway. We have kind of like entered in like an agreement or a partnership, I guess, with the good lads over at the ATI podcast. So between us and them, we're going to be kind of putting together a banner for all of our shows to kind of be under. I believe it's called the Manic Compression Group. But not 100% on that. I will have to go back and check some other details. But I'm going to include some stuff in the notes for this episode if you want to go check out the stuff those guys are doing over at ATI. I'm going to start guesting on a couple of their shows occasionally, I think, and we might do some other collaborations. So there'll be some other stuff coming down the road there. But yeah, we're going to go check out American Werewolf in Paris. And here's...
Hold on.
Okay.
Sorry, I had to. Just because you were talking, I was Googling something. One quick fun fact, it said they filmed this movie in a week with only a 5-page outline. It was almost totally improvised.
Wow.
So
when he was like stroking his dick and being like,
right, it makes it even actually creepier.
I couldn't have kept my shit together.
I mean,
for that.
I guess
I'd be like, Mark, fucking quit.
Right. Let's eat quesadillas.
All right. So yeah, that just a quick note in there. You know, if you're not familiar with the ATI podcast, check out the notes for this description and go check out their stuff, man. Bunch of good dudes. But yeah, we're gonna go have quesadillas and watch American Werewolf in Paris. And I'm going to get my dick sucked, and then we'll be right back. Ooh, it's getting real late night. Maybe like 3 a.m. Could use a little something else, maybe something kind of sweet. Oh, fuck. I can't cut this, so we got like it's a one and done situation. Ooh. I better just whip out my phone here and go to 3amsweets.com. Oh, God. But then, the wind blew in. I entered a code. Cum joke. Ooh, 25% off. This is a real ad. Please send some business to 3amsweets.com. Hell yeah. Ooh. That's it.
We're gonna get up in it, boy.
back. we watched American Werewolf in Paris. It is a R-rated 1997 horror comedy film. 1 hour, 45-minute runtime. But that's not how long it was. What did you say it was? Like hour 20?
34?
Hour 34?
It was like 15 minutes different than on Google.
It's got a 5.1 out of 10 on IMDb and a 7% on Rotten Tomatoes. And
Sevens.
Google users, I don't have it, but it was like 79 or 82 or something like it was pretty high. This is directed by Anthony Waller. Box office $26.6 million US. A release date December 25th, 1997.
It's Christmas?
Yes.
That's a Christmas movie?
It is.
That's weird.
It's weird, yeah. Budget $22 million. So it made some money, not a ton.
Well, for the time, that's a bit.
But it stars Julia Depley, Anthony Waller, Vincent Villuth, Tom Everett Scott, Julie Bowen, Phil Buckman, and Ben Salim. Holy fuck.
You should have brushed up on your French or what.
Baou Babdallah. That's my best guess. And Tom November. What a cast. Wow. Incredible. What a time to be alive, you know? In 1997 when this came out. Alicia, what would you say this is about?
Well, it's about werewolves.
Uh-huh.
Actually, it's about these kids.
In a specific geographic location, if you know what I mean.
Maybe in Paris. Maybe in America. I have no idea. No, it's about these kids who are vacationing or traveling abroad. And they are like, going up to jump the Eiffel Tower.
Mm-hmm.
And they come across this girl and it becomes like kind of a, I don't know, Cinderella story. They're trying to find the girl, this, that.
Oh,
and then
her
there's
shoe.
Right, but then there's just like werewolves.
Yeah, I mean that's pretty sound, to be honest with you. Have you seen any of the remake that they made of this that's on Netflix?
Absolutely
that
not.
Emily in Paris?
No. What?
I'm joking. I don't know.
I was like, I don't know what you're talking about, but absolutely not.
So
luckily,
let's.
You got me to watch this movie.
Yeah? Did you hate
you
it?
tricked me.
You didn't hate this.
You tricked me.
You didn't hate this. You laughed. I saw you smile with my own two eyes.
Okay, smiling and laughing, two different things.
Well, yes, I know that. Those are two things that I witnessed.
Yeah, no, it's fine. It probably would have been better if it was,
No, it's fine.
It would have been better if it was, it probably would have been better if it was like vampires.
I think it would have been a zillion times better if it was just practical effects instead of like 95 to 98% of the werewolf stuff is CGI and it looks bad.
I mean, it's the 90s, but...
Yeah, but I mean, they had the other movie, the American Werewolf in London, which is heralded as having like one of the best werewolf transformation scenes there is. Now, I haven't seen it. Not to the best of my knowledge, anyway. Maybe if I sat down and started watching it, I'd be like, I remember this as a 6-year-old.
Maybe that's the one I was thinking I watched.
Yeah.
Because I don't remember this one bit.
Yeah.
But I know I've seen one of them.
Is the original one a comedy? Hold on. Hey, pull that up, Jerry. Well, Jerry's pulling it up, everybody. Be just a sec here.
Gross.
American, Jerry whispers to himself. Werewolf in London. Boom. Let's see here. I'm just curious what the ratings are. Yeah, this has got an 89 on Rotten Tomatoes and a 7.5.
Really?
Yes, 91%
Well, I guess
of
that's
Google
why we
users like this.
you picked it as a bad movie, though, because the other one obviously would be much better.
Well, you know what? Next time you come on the show, we're doing Creep 2 and this. Just
Which
because...
one's going to be the bad movie?
This one, I guess, it's from 1981. So I'm sure the schlock value is high. Regardless. Oh, yeah. No, this'll work.
8.
This'll work. Trust me. We'll be fine.
You can't watch movies with me the time I was born. Like, before I was born.
Mm-mm.
We can't watch those movies.
I'll make you watch what the fuck ever. Do you remember when we hadn't been together very long and I made you watch Alien from 1979 and you were like, this is actually pretty...
You made me watch all of them.
No, not all of them.
Are you kidding me? We picked every movie out of the Blockbuster.
We did. We'd be shopping at Blockbuster.
Yeah.
Well, imagine if we were shopping at Blockbuster and we would have picked up American Werewolf in Paris and brought it home. And then been like, this was a bad purchase because VHSs used to be quite expensive. The fucking they were expensive at the time. They weren't like actually expensive. Anyway, because this is the birth of CGIing everything around this time.
The 80s and 90s.
Like what was the God damn it.
It was like 91 or 2 or something.
Yeah, I clicked too many fucking tabs. Give me a second, gang. Here we go. This was 1997. So late 90s moving into the 2000s,
Yeah, it does have a...
To quote Jurassic Park, just because they could, they never stopped to think about whether or not they should.
Well, it does have
did this in a lot of fucking movies.
It has a 2000s vibe also. That's probably why it feels like it overlaps. Like those, like, oh, weird, cheeky, like, I don't know.
You went to the bathroom. I was like, you want me to pause it? You're like, nah. You went to the bathroom and came back. And you're like, what did I miss? And I'm like, they played Bush, the band Bush. And you're like, I don't know, hum me a few bars. And I was like, mouth. And you're like, yeah, it's fucking not slumming it down.
It's all 90s.
Like,
all 90s,
everything
baby.
from the 90s. I don't know, man. This has got a lot of weirdly charming stuff going for it, despite being, like, obviously bad. I think some of the comedy helps it out. It helps me to keep it light.
I think it's just because it's like 90s
seriously.
comedy, and that's whenever I grew
it's sexist.
up. Yeah, but it's like one of those things where, the sexist stuff now you're like, oh, like, ugh.
Yuck.
But some of the just like cheesy, corny 90s comedy, you're like, okay. Yeah. You feel like you're watching American Pie again, so kind of get those vibes every now and then. But
right.
And also the look of it is going into like that era.
Oh, for sure. It's got a very like road trip or American Pie kind of vibe.
Yeah.
To the
sure.
group of friends that it starts out with. So these guys are they're in Paris, they're traveling around, and they are having a like, hell yeah, who's the biggest daredevil? And they just are doing crazy shit, and they're keeping score. They have like a scoring system. And the guy that's losing is the guy that jumps off the Eiffel Tower in the beginning to bungee jump. But his bungee is not tied to anything. So his buddies grab it and somehow...
Well, that girl comes up. The girl comes up.
Yeah.
And that's why he goes overboard.
Yeah, she comes up to throw herself off because she's a werewolf and she fucking hates being a werewolf. Because why wouldn't you?
I think it'd be pretty cool.
Yeah?
Yeah, a shapeshifter.
Eating any people around you?
Yeah.
Yeah? Fucking chain your ass to a tree out in the yard. Goddamn,
I don't think that'll work. But then, what? I'm a werewolf.
I'm a werewolf, bitch. Can't do shit.
Seriously, they're so strong.
Yeah.
Fucking razor sharp teeth and claws.
You know what? I like.
And I'll be in a pack. I can probably find a pack,
What do you think of the werewolf design for these? Do you like the on all fours, like dog style?
I do, only because that's how I feel like they should look.
That's how you always
I feel like the
them.
Werewolves and other stuff looks more cartoony when they're upright. On like just like a human style or whatever.
I prefer the monstrous ones. I don't know why, because they have like human-esque arms. You know what I mean? Like they don't have dog arms. They have like human arms.
Right.
And dog or canine like hind legs that they stand upright on.
Clear jumping. Like
creepy as shit, bro. And then just like all fucking hunched over with their hackles up and shit. Creepy.
Yeah.
These werewolves. So I'm talking about this dude.
Yeah. No, I know what the werewolves look. Some of them looked good in the lighting.
In the like,
it had to be certain lighting and things like that. They didn't look bad. I mean, they do look bad, but it's like they're still kind of creepy. So I guess it don't really matter.
They'd clip back and forth like during transformations and shit, and like every third one would be practical. Like it would just be like somebody in a mask. You know what I mean? But yeah, the some of the fucking, I don't know. I think the werewolf design is a miss for me. But I don't hate it. It just it's odd. It's odd looking, I guess.
Yeah, it needs to be a little more grayer.
It's not very wolfy. Do you know what I mean? It's like a weird hog monster.
It does.
It's got big, weird, flared nostrils and
Now
shit.
that you do say that, it does 100% look like a pug, like a little hog pug werewolf.
Yeah.
Mash the face.
Less like a wolf, more like a, I don't know, genetic mistake or something.
Yeah. Yeah, because the image on the actual movie, like the DVD or whatever, that werewolf looks pretty good.
Yeah, not bad. I just prefer a practical effect, like something that looks tangible, like you could reach out and touch it. But a lot of this, see, like even if it looks stupid and I can tell that it's fake, the fact that you feel like you could interact with it that gives you some kind of connective tissue.
I do appreciate the amount of times they put the werewolves in it, though. Because
they weren't stingy about it.
Yeah, you get some of the like horror movies. It's like, okay, you get the villain or the murder or whatever, and it's like, they see him 4 times, and you're like, well, it was good, but like I really wanted more of that monster. So I mean, at least they definitely threw that monster in as much as they could.
Oh, hell yeah.
And different forms and different people. And so that was nice.
Yeah, they're fucking cool. Werewolves are a neat monster. And it's weird, like, how long the legend of werewolves has been around. You know what I mean? Like, it's stifling. And how many different cultures have a variation on the same thing. Now, I'm not insinuating that werewolves are or were ever real. I'm simply insinuating like it's weird how people would come up with that common like, what if there was a giant wolf? What would a monster look like?
Man.
A giant wolf,
Yeah.
Because wolves were depending on,
and they're humongous too. So it's like
on where you lived geographically and the time that you lived in, wolves were a fucking real area of concern in some instances.
Yeah, they were like fucking shredding and killing like whole communities. Like literally, it was insane. Yeah, they're pretty wild. Like,
and they're big animals. We had a fucking hypothetical last weekend. We were talking with Alicia's brother, William, who's been on the podcast.
I forgot.
Recently, actually. But we were talking. He was like, "Would you guys rather fuck with a bear or a pack of wolves?" I'd take the wolves all day. I was like, "You're fucking insane.
You're
bro.
out of control."
Look. What are the odds you're gonna beat one bear? They're not great. But what are the odds you're gonna beat? What was it? 5 to 36 wolves or something?
No, it's 2 to 29.
2 to 29
because
wolves.
2 can
that's how many's
technically
in
be
a pack.
But no, that's insane. There's no way. I don't care. I'm taking a bear over a wolf regardless. I am 1v1. Most also depending on the bear, but
like Yogi Bear, please, I would fuck his shit up. We'd have a sandwich together.
Get out of here.
Pooh Bear,
done.
I got some honey, bro. Got some hot honey. We throw it down on the grill. You know he likes meat.
Oh,
we'll do some pork. He probably
don't like it
eat
spicy. Throw a little jalapeno in there.
He probably don't eat it, in his day-to-day life because of Piglet. Like he's trying to be respectful. But I bet Pooh Bear straight up gets down on pork.
Fucking in the closet, just
bacon and honey, baby.
Fake.
Just bacon and honey, baby. What if instead of blood and honey, we just made that movie where Pooh was like awkwardly avoiding Piglet?
Oh, because that was the name of that one.
Because he wants to eat bacon. That's it. Yeah, the horror movie that did really bad called Blood and Honey.
You do
bacon and honey instead, and that's it. It's just like a oh, sorry, man, like it's just like a friendship drama. You know what I mean?
And then he slowly gives him pieces of him, and it turns weird.
Just cannibalizes it. Oh God, a dark comedy.
Yeah, nah, dark thriller. No comedy to it.
It's people, Soylent Green is people, but it's just Piglet and Pooh Bear because they're public domain. Why not?
Are they?
Oh yeah.
Oh,
so
nice.
is Mickey Mouse now.
I knew Mickey Mouse. I mean, I assumed those, but I don't know.
Fucking Oh man, I love it when a big company, when their thing just becomes public domain. It's my
You've
favorite.
had it too long. You're done.
Yeah.
Everyone else
I'm
gets
sorry.
to have
Everybody
it now.
else can have a crack at it.
Yeah.
Yeah. You've had it since the fucking 40s or whatever.
A long time, yeah.
All right, so more about this werewolf movie. These guys go to Paris. Oh man, he saves this girl. Wow, he's got her slipper. Oh man, he hunts her down. He's like, I got your shoe. And she's like, no, get away.
No.
I'll
he
meet
just,
you. I'll meet you at a cafe.
He just keeps. She does tell him no about I don't know 5-8 times.
He just wears her down.
Yes,
He wears her down, but he's very
typical
earnest
style. But
he's earnest. Well, that's what I did.
no, you did not.
I said, hey, look at me. Until
no, it's not.
you're like, you're funny.
You are funny, but that's for no one else to know.
Yeah. Oh, it's true. I don't know what I'd do if it got out.
I know
that I was funny. What are you looking for?
Yeah.
You looking for this?
Yeah, you haven't.
Bet you are.
Yeah, you don't have a lighter anyway.
Airbud.
Got it.
Got it.
Okay. Airbud. Oh God.
Alicia.
Sorry. Sorry. I have a lot more shit in my way. You have a lot more desk room. Yours is way out there.
Yeah, but I got this pewter.
Whatever. It's a laptop.
It's still a pewter.
Okay.
A personal pewter, Alicia. Everybody knows.
Okay. Anyway. Sorry, I forgot what we were talking about.
I don't know, man. He gets they go to a nightclub, they're like, it's like Blade when they do the blood rave, but only it's just a party for werewolves.
Is that what that was in?
They
And Blade?
They lock
Okay.
the exterior doors and nobody can get out and they just all get eaten by werewolves. Done. But this guy...
Yeah, but she comes and saves him.
Saves him.
Yeah,
she shoves him in a hole and she goes, run. And he goes, why would I run? And she goes, run.
Oh my God. That was the crazy... He was just like...
She's throwing bricks at him and they're just
He's just
exploding.
like, why? Don't do this to me.
Yeah.
I don't... And she's just fucking turning into a werewolf, throwing bricks at him. And he's like, okay, I guess I'll run away. I don't...
Dude,
It's
yeah.
weird.
Fucking just a lost puppy dog of a
yeah,
human
that's
person.
perfect.
Yeah.
But... And then, no, he totally runs away. And then his one friend's like trapped in a... What? He's like in the
One
jail?
of his friends dies, and one of them gets like lost in the tubes. No.
The
one
ones-
of them just gets out.
Yeah.
Or it isn't in there to begin with. He leaves to go look for her back at her house, is what it is.
Oh, okay.
And the other friend gets down in the tunnels with Andy.
Yeah.
Gets down in the tunnels with Andy, and fucking that dude gets shredded.
Yeah, but then, and then he turned into the ghost werewolf.
Yep.
Yeah.
And then he's a werewolf ghost, not ghost werewolf.
Oh.
He's a werewolf ghost. It means he's the victim of a werewolf. So he's cursed to be a ghost.
Pardon me. I had no
until
idea.
the werewolf that killed him died. They gave very explicit instructions.
Oh my God. Did they really?
When he sees his dead buddy and he's like, whoa, what the fuck are you? And he's like, let me tell you exactly what is happening right now. And he just gives him all the fucking American Werewolf deep lore. I love it.
Okay. I missed that part.
You did.
I was like, I don't know if I was, I don't know what I was doing, but I missed that part. So
yeah, but that was like when you see like the zombie people in there or whatever, that's what happened.
Oh,
that's what they are. They're one of the other werewolves that
is it
somebody
like a
they
type?
killed. Huh?
It's like, oh, okay. It's all coming together.
Yeah.
And
Yeah. You got it. I had a lot of fun with this. Like I quite like this. I don't know if I would like seek out to watch it again, but I wouldn't be opposed to like putting it on if I'm not really watching it.
No.
I think some of the dialogue's pretty funny.
It's really boring though.
A bit.
It's super boring. There's no.
It's a slow. Despite that is
There's
weird that you say
nothing
that
to it.
Despite them giving up the werewolves pretty early in the movie, it is weirdly boring.
Yeah.
But
the whole story is so boring.
By no means is it one of the more boring films I've watched on this podcast. Absolutely not. We've watched some stuff on here that is like, oh my fucking
No, that is true. Because they do they they do a pretty good job about being like, oh, it's getting a little boring and let's throw the werewolves back in. So that's probably why they do pop up so often. But it's just like the story in general is just kind of boring, you know. It starts out, it is funny because it's mentioned. It starts out a Cinderella story and then he's like, oh, Little Red Riding Hood. Yeah. Like it's just like trying to be little bits of these like old
it's like,
story.
You know wolves? You guys remember wolves?
Right.
You know how they're you know how wolves exist?
Yeah, and it's just, I don't know. It's a little weird, but it's like, it does like, it's boring, but at least it does grab your attention for a couple seconds enough throughout the movie.
I'd agree with that. Yeah, that's totally fair. I did have fun with it, but it like I don't know, man.
I would understand the ending, like
which part?
The whole thing. Like, there's no ending.
How they get married?
Yeah, but there's no ending.
The guy they kill the one
werewolf.
Werewolf.
Starts how it ends, but there's no closure on any of it.
We skipped a huge beat. We skipped a huge beat. Hold on. I want to back up just a hair, and we'll come right back to the ending. Werewolf heroin.
Oh, I did forget about that.
They made a chemical compound that lets people that are already werewolves transform into werewolves even when the moon's not out.
Yeah.
Because other werewolf people aren't transforming, but they are. But I guess it doesn't last very long, so they have like a leather strap with like 3 vials and a syringe on it.
I forgot about that. That's weird.
Yeah.
I mean, I get it if they would have maybe put it in at the very beginning of the movie. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, and then it would have been a totally different movie though if they did that. But
yeah,
I don't know. I think it's a little odd, like to throw in there
a weird drug thing. They used to do that with fucking everything, man. You remember?
That
movie, The Faculty. That was the like fucking drugs save the day type of movie.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm. Well, this isn't that, but it's like, how come this is happening? Drugs.
Well, it kind of is that guy that lays on the one where I don't know his name, but that one werewolf, he just kind of like turns back into a human, and then those people get married.
It's like the actual French guy.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't know. It's just like it definitely does leave a lot to desire. I don't know. There's not much to it. There's just
like ultimately I just don't know if it's my bag. And by bag I mean bag wet. I know you were waiting for it. Somebody out there was like, he's gonna say it.
Isn't that Italian? Not French. What?
A baguette?
Yeah, not Italian, not French.
You mean a baguette is French. It's a French bread.
Is it? It's not Italian bread?
It might be Italian bread. Fuck, I'm sure.
I should have checked you on it first.
Alicia,
I know you've said it 20 times.
Alicia, they're like 30 miles away, so.
It is true, but it doesn't mean it's not different. But anyway.
No. It's like the difference between St. Louis and where we live.
Yeah, no, for sure.
Love it.
Okay.
How many fucking thumbs do you think you give this?
Oh, I gotta do 5.
You gonna do 5 thumbs?
Yeah, I'm flat. I'm neutral on it.
I think I'm gonna do 7-pack.
I'm just gonna
for bad movies.
For bad movies, I just like it wasn't bad though. And it's like it wasn't so bad it was good, and then it wasn't so good. It was on the better scale that it was bad, you know.
For me it was just bad enough it was a little better than I hoped for. Do you know what I mean?
I mean, the production could have been a little less, and I would have been like, "Oh, this movie's stupid."
Right?
But it's like I just wanted to know, like, okay, what's really going on here? Like, it could have had a much better, any bit better of a story.
It fucking weirdly had some pretty ambitious cinematography, which is weird. Like during that introduction scene when it's showing that church, man, some of those shots are like, fuck, that looks good.
Yeah, because all that's like real.
Yeah.
Like those cemeteries and those those castles or whatever, cemeteries.
Oh, yeah.
All that looks so good because it's real. That shit's grungy and dirty and werewolf, vampire-y, whatever. But it's
all that on location stuff.
Yeah, which I get. You know, because you mentioned some of it, like being in America because you could tell just by, you know, so it's like.
I'm pretty sure, I could be wrong, but there's a bit where they're up on the Eiffel Tower and they fucking zoom into a street and everybody's driving on like the right-hand side of the road. And I'm like, I don't think that's France. I don't think that's Paris, actually.
So, you know, I mean, I guess I get that stuff's super expensive, though. So, I mean, it's not bad for being an older movie. And then I just don't think it's good. I'm just real neutral about it.
Yeah, I feel that.
I feel, honestly, nothing. I'm just, like, in that limbo of nothing. I'm like, I can talk about it a little, but it didn't like excite me or make me sad or make me angry or cry. Like it didn't do any of those emotions.
It didn't emotionally.
No,
do anything
not
for
one,
you.
not at all.
Maybe
so.
giggle a couple of times and go,
yeah, maybe.
Yeah. So,
but not enough. So it's just neutral for me. Well, so I do 5.
Let me ask you something.
Hey, what you watching?
What are you watching? Or what you've been watching, I guess, since last time you've been on the show. Like, literally anything that you've consumed that you were like, I like this.
From last time?
Give me, like, 2 things.
2 things I've been watching. I did start watching The Traitors. Mm-hmm. It's just a reality show.
Is it called The Traitors or Traitors?
The
Traitors. I watched a little bit of it. I mean, like, I get it for a reality TV show hook.
It's just like it's more like gamey.
Yeah, the cast
and
makes
it's not
the
show. like super reality at all.
I like the fucking Scottish guy with the funny accent that always like.
Yeah, and that's why one of those things because it's not an American reality TV show.
He's just insane costumes and shit. It's wild.
Yeah, but he's a good host, and it's just like a murder mystery type of thing. You know, what's that game? Werewolf. Haha.
Yeah.
But
3-way tie-in. Oh my God.
It is similar to the game Werewolf, but it's just and it's not Americanized, which is nice. So
it occurs to me that here's some content we could fork over real quick for our listeners that don't know the game Werewolf. I guess we could talk about that for a second. If you're not familiar with the game Werewolf, it is a game in which you normally play with 5 or more people, and one person will be the storyteller, and everybody else will be a participant. They get a drawing, or they all close their eyes, and somebody gets tapped, and that person is the werewolf, and the other people are villagers. And they have to vote each day to kill someone.
That's
the
like
next day.
Show.
They burn them at the stake because they think they're the werewolf, and they have to try to suss out the werewolf. But every night, the werewolf gets to kill somebody. Yeah. So it's just a game of deceit, and they've made it a reality TV show.
Yeah,
type of
exactly.
Game.
And what's nice is it's not an American one. I mean, maybe it was, but I don't. You know what I mean? Like, they get American people and different things, but it's. I don't know, it's not Americanized. So it's like, it feels a little more genuine. And it's not like super like, romantic and all this dating shit that goes on. All these, I was like, it's just a fun game show. Yeah. It's a reality game show, which is super nice. And it's interesting. And if you didn't know, you probably wouldn't know.
And fucking, I like if none of you guys out there have like listeners, if none of you have ever played Werewolf the game, man, look up the rules for it. It's like
so
you
fun.
don't need anything to play it. They sell decks and shit. There's lots of cool different house rules you can play. But man, get your family or your friends together. It's a really good time.
Yeah, it is really fun. So
you need a good storyteller.
Unless you have the game.
Yeah.
Then it's fine.
Yeah.
But if you play with nothing else, then for sure, get a good storyteller. But
anyway, you have been yeah, I know. I got you. I know that you have been watching that. I have most recently
He's just like, I can't help it.
Hello, traitors.
Because he's Scottish. I love it.
He's got such a wild.
Yeah.
I feel like his accent's fake as fuck. I feel like he's like, "Hey, what's up? My name is Roger. I'm from California."
It doesn't matter.
It's very funny.
Mm-hmm. What are you watching?
I have recently been watching Alicia, The Terror. Yeah, The Terror.
I don't know what that is.
So it is a science fiction dramatized version of real events about a bunch of, like, I don't know, British maybe or English exploratory vessels that went to find this specific, like, bay. They were looking for land way up in the Arctic, near the magnetic north. So, like, their compasses are useless. They're just kind of fucking, like, doing what sailors do, map that shit by the stars. But things are getting increasingly risky, and these two ships don't make it back. So this is a, like, what if something crazy happened?
It's not based on a true story.
No, that is a true story. The fact that the ships went up there and never came back is a true story. This is a science fiction dramatization of what might have. Nobody knows what happened.
To watch this with you.
No, I did twice. You know what you said?
You didn't make it sound as good. The
you know what you?
times.
Do you know what you said?
No!
It's got a.
Was it?
Do you want to I'm literally 2 episodes in. If you want in, I will rewatch the 2 episodes. Hands down.
Only 2 episodes? Yeah, I do.
Okay.
Remind me that I do though, because seriously.
I'll remind you.
Ask me nothing after I get off of fucking working for 10 hours. Like, seriously.
I will remind you.
I know I don't want to watch that.
Yeah.
Why would I?
That's why I've just been, like, putting shit on.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know,
No, that sounds cool as hell,
you're
for
fine.
real.
I'll put some stuff on.
I thought it was like a Nat Geo documentary or something.
Hold on, dog. Let me pull up some cash shit for you. You're going to be like, what?
I don't know.
It's got the dude in it that was in, he's the guy that owns the TMZ.
He was in American Werewolf in Paris, wasn't he?
No. Yeah, it's got, actually, we talked about this, didn't we? It's got this dude in it.
No.
No? Hold on, let me find fucking cast. Give me a second. It's got the guy in it who played fucking in Mr.
Looks like Nick Cage.
In Mr. Deeds. He was the guy.
He's the butler?
No, he's he's the guy that owns the TMZ style station. Not Cornelius Hickey. Oh, these are like, yeah, that's why the cast looks weird, because it's the real people that it's based on.
Weird.
Yeah. Fucking cool though. Yeah, it's a neat show, and even the first episode, you're like, okay, yeah, I'm getting into, they're very into, like, running the ship and, like, showing you how a fucking ship works, and this is like, oh, hey, we're doing this or whatever, and then they're like, oh, there's ice stuck under the prop, we're gonna have to go down and fucking bust it off, and the guy that, like, he puts on his diving bell helmet and his whole wetsuit, and they lower him down into the water, and it is just creepy as fuck.
I hate underwater stuff.
Me too. But I'm very into it. I'm really, really enjoying that show.
Well, yeah.
I polished
Remind
off,
me on Sunday at like 3:00.
Yeah. Polished off House of the Dragon. 8.4 out of 10. I like really, really enjoying it. The dragon stuff.
Is that the finale?
Yeah, this season's over. So,
just recently? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. I didn't know because you said
maybe 2 weeks ago.
Okay.
I'm recording less, so I don't talk about it as frequently. It's hard for me to keep up with what I'm just like. Yeah, I watched some shit.
But you liked it.
Yeah, no, I really, really enjoyed it. I think as someone who is always like, man, dragons would be fucking dope. Since I was a little boy, it is some of the best dragon stuff that has ever been put on film or anything that you can watch. Like, it really looks incredible.
I do like dragons. I just like,
and the story's real good. It's like there's a lot of intrigue, you know. It's like it's very like you don't know whose side you're on. Really, some of the time you're like, fuck, I don't. Fuck, man, can't we get along, everybody?
Yeah, I just because how long is that one? Because it's over, right? So it's like
House of the Dragon?
Yeah.
It's not over. It's season 2 is over.
Oh, that's Game of Thrones.
There will be 2 more years probably before there's another season of House of the Dragon.
Really? Holy crap.
Yeah,
okay.
I think that was the gap between the last season. Yeah, like 2 years.
Dang, that's a long time. That
yeah.
seems weird, but
yeah.
for something so popular or whatever, but...
Oh, Bird finally started watching it. He's loving it so far. I don't know how far into it he is, but...
Well, he watched Game of Thrones too, though, didn't he?
Oh, he loved Game of Thrones.
Right.
He's like, it's weird you never watch Game of Thrones. You're watching that. But I'm like, should I watch all 400 hours of Game of Thrones? And he's like, well, you don't have to worry about the last.
Well, I'm
3
pretty
seasons
sure you did, though, didn't you?
What?
Like, didn't you get to the last season?
Of Game of Thrones?
Yeah.
No, I watched the first season with you when we lived in the apartment in
There's a
Overland.
bunch, isn't there?
Yeah.
I forgot.
We watched one season. I watched like 1 or 2 episodes of season 2, and I just couldn't get into it. I don't know what it was. I was probably
It feels slow.
Yeah.
It feels slow for, I don't know, for what it is, I guess.
Also, we were trying to binge it. I don't think you can binge a show like that. I think that's like a 1 episode.
Yeah, but I
every
think people
couple days.
do, and that's the thing is like I feel like if you can't binge it, then it's not gonna get me for being that long.
No, you could. I think you could binge House of the Dragon, but I would recommend like the first like 2 episodes. Really need to pay a lot of attention to, because they give you a lot of characters.
That's my problem.
But Bird said compared to Game of Thrones, it was like they're way more like
smooth.
They're not giving you as many characters, and they're like you can from episode 1 to episode 2, you remember who that person is if you watch it a week later, like as it's coming out, because there's only 4 characters to remember and not 12.
27, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, for sure. I don't know. I may watch it, I may never watch it. So
yeah, you can check out both of them. I love those series so much. I would sit there totally silently and rewatch both of those with you.
Really?
Yeah. Oh yeah, definitely.
Huh.
Definitely. And The Terror. I'll watch those 2 episodes of The Terror with you if you want to watch it.
The Terror I do like.
Okay.
I'm very interested in that.
It's cool.
It just like straight up sounded like a Nat Geo thing, and I love that.
But it's like Amelia Earhart. Like if somebody made a science fiction movie about what happened to Amelia Earhart.
Yeah, because I like the dramatization of those events, but I would like it to be put into one film instead of some of the things. I would like it to be put in like a series or a film instead of just like. I don't know.
It's pretty creepy too. Like the bit
really?
of it that most of the first episode is pretty innocent, but after that first episode, everything else is just like they just kind of like 1 episode at a time. They just like ratchet it, just like click, 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 click.
Tighten it down a little,
just a little tiny bit.
Yeah, crank that shaft or whatever.
Crank that shaft, man. Slap that hog. You know what I'm talking about. But I fucking have really been enjoying that. I think I probably already talked about it, but because this is gonna come out like late September, mid-September maybe. So this we're kicking off spooky season. I don't know if
you keep saying
if
that.
I mentioned that because we're kicking it off.
You do keep saying that. I don't.
Yep.
Okay. So what's next then?
A very spooky episode after this. Oh, what's next right now?
Yeah. Or no. Whichever.
Spook segment. Spooky segment.
Rewind.
Huh?
Rewind.
Yeah, because that sounds very racist, doesn't it?
Rewind.
Spooky segment.
No.
Yeah. Yep. I don't know. What would a spooky segment for the show be? Doesn't have to be long. What if one day you were in an elevator, but it felt like it was taking forever to get where you were
you're
going?
just gonna start talking about it?
Yeah. So what if you were in an elevator one day? It felt like it was fucking taking forever, and then it turned out that you were dead, and you died on the elevator. So you're stuck on an elevator forever.
Because you're dead and you can't get out.
That's right.
Oh my god.
No, because you're a ghost.
Oh.
You were a ghost the whole time.
They should be able to go through walls. The ghost shed.
That's true.
Is that your spooky? Does that scare
guess.
you? I will say this. I will say.
Look, M. Night Shyamalan would love that shit. All right.
You could do. Okay. The creepiest thing in movies, like to you. What makes you the most uncomfortable in a movie?
The most uncomfortable.
Hold on, I'm doing it.
Oh, okay. All right. I thought you were asking me.
Well, you already did the other thing, so I was just like, oh, okay. Well, what I'm thinking when spooky in a movie, one of the things that makes me most uncomfortable is like long hallways.
Yeah, a long corridor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like a long, old, like hotel looking.
Yeah. Hey, let me
Just
ask you
like
a question.
you can see it's sticky.
Yeah.
Like just like
You can tell just by looking at the carpet or whatever. Let me ask you a question. How'd you feel about Alien Romulus in respect to like long corridors?
Oh.
Love it, hate it, because it's like it's part of the franchise that there's a lot of
For sure.
like creepy fucking corridors.
I feel like also it was fine. It was fine. It did make it creepy. I jumped and like I squealed like once, but I did just one
just
time.
One little squeal.
It was the one time, which is pretty good. But it just long corridors. I think it broke it up enough, like between doing that and then being like in an enclosed area. It went back and forth enough to be equally creepy and anxiety and intense and like
getting in a pod and closing the hatch.
Right. Okay, let's shut this gate. Let's just not shut any gates. I'm not getting locked into anything. So
right.
But for that in general, I think the long corridors are so creepy, especially when you're in space. And then you just have the...
Nothing is more terrifying than just being
everything,
in space.
You just make it in space. It's 20 times more terrifying.
I get what everybody's going for with fucking space movies, but I think they miss the point. The point is that space itself is fucking horrifying.
Or like, in the ocean. There you go. Or in the ocean. Both equally terrifying.
Whatever scary alien you come up with still pales in comparison to just being in space.
Yeah.
Like,
no, for sure.
It's just like, oh man,
it's just disgusting.
Just a thin layer of some fabric separates you from the vacuum of space. That is simultaneously
it's
like sometimes
it's like okay, you're in a car. Like I get spaceships are like way more advanced than a car, but just like okay, you sit in your car and then go to space. Like no, thank you.
Oh man, fucking horrifying stuff. Mm-hmm. But man, I would like to see something that really fucking laid into that, but gave it its due diligence.
What if it was a movie where they just randomly, like, oh, I don't know, there's an experiment or whatever, but then, you know, they just, they make them, I mean, okay, they wake up in space. I don't really know. I did know.
Happens all the time.
I did know, but I was like, oh, I don't know.
Fucking, man, dude, just to wake up in space and be like, where am I? Who am I? Fuck me. That's its own horror film.
Yeah, but
right
I was just
there.
thinking of a movie, but I cannot do that like right now.
No, that's okay. That's fair. We have had a long day, IRL. But yeah. Let's see here. Is there anything else I've been doing? I haven't played any games really in the last like 2 weeks.
No, you've been working on some stuff.
Yeah, I've been doing a little extracurricular activities, and you know what? I think it'll be good. But one thing I guess I did want to talk about a little bit. We've been doing making a couple episodes of the Black Label podcast.
Yeah, and
that's been a ton of fun. We had Doug and Barrett over. Had a couple of really fun chats and played some games with those fellas. What else? Oh man. Should we all right, look, this is like the last thing I've got to talk about for real. But can we talk about Shut the Box?
Oh, sure.
Okay. So we got this game that Alicia bought off. What'd you buy it off? Fucking Temu, I believe.
Oh, it is Temu. It was cheap, and it's a 2-player game. Well, it can be more than, but we're always looking for 2-player games.
It's a 1 to 4 player game called Shut the Box. You can play it by yourself. And you've got you flip up these tabs and you roll dice for it. It's like a pub style gambling game. Super fucking fun, man.
It's very fun.
Yeah. So you roll your 2 dice and you have to use both of them regardless. So you have to either add them together and use that to tally your score, or use them individually, like 2 and 4, or you can use that as a 6.
1 through 10,
Yeah.
and then you push them up,
and
then
you just try to be the first one to flip up all your tabs. Fucking cool game though, man. I really, really fucking dig it.
Yeah, it's cheap, it's fun, especially if you have like a 2-person household, which we do. I mean, yes, we have our daughter, but like as a 2-person game household.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, for sure. It's super fun.
Oh, man. Yeah, just an absolute fucking blast to play. Like, fun little party dice game. No, like, rules are pretty fucking free play, and doesn't, the actual game itself doesn't take a super long time.
Yeah, quick and easy, and anyone can get it.
Yeah,
so.
love a cool game like that. We don't ever talk about tabletop games on this podcast, but you and I both, we love tabletop games.
Yeah, we probably should if we ever do that, because normally we've played games or something like that instead of like, I don't watch that much stuff because, get home from work, do this basic shit, and then I don't know, I just don't get into stuff like that. But
have you got into any fucking mobile games? For a while, you were playing something on your phone for points for a fucking thing or whatever.
That's not a mobile game.
But it is a mobile game. It's a game you're playing on your phone.
It's not. I'm not playing it.
Oh, you're just like...
I'm not playing it.
You just have it open?
I'm doing it for time. Is what I'm doing. I'm not actually playing it.
Oh my God. We went out to your mom's or whatever, and I was playing... we had some downtime on the way, and I started playing this...
No,
I started playing this game. I've had it on my phone for years, and every now and then I just open it and start playing it again. But it's called Merchant, and now there is I played it for like a whole day, and the next time I opened it, it was like, hey, have you tried the upgraded version? And it's like Merchant Worlds, and I'm like, oh, well, fuck. So
is it free?
Yeah, it's free.
Oh, nice.
But it's like it's a huge expansion on this game that I've like casually played for years.
Now
I'm
you're
like
playing
6
it.
years, 6, 7 years I've played this game on my phone. Sometimes I'll just open it up and be like fun game though. I haven't dug into the new one yet, but I downloaded it and I put it on my fucking game screen. So one day I will. One day I'll just be like, you know what? I just have to be in a place all day long. Other than that, I don't have anything else to do. I'll play a time management game. Help me pass the time, you know?
Yeah, maybe like a hospital or something.
Ooh, hell yeah. If I can, when I go to the hospital.
No, I'm not.
Just, sir, you're dying. Like,
hold on.
on.
It was the first place I thought of that. I'm like, where do you just like sit there and like
just have to be there?
Yeah, I'm like, okay. Anywho,
You're right. That's a pretty good one. That's a pretty good association.
Yeah, but I've never played it, and
it's fun. It's fun. It's just a you get a hero. Send your hero to the forest. If he goes to the forest, he comes back in 5 seconds, and he's like, "Oh, I got materials. You can craft shit with those materials.
5 seconds.
You can sell that stuff, or you can hold on to it and make other stuff." Yeah, and then you send him to fight a bad guy, and it takes a little bit longer. And it's just a time management thing.
I like I was playing that one. What the hell was that game?
I don't know. I think you'd like it though. I really think you would.
What was that game I was playing?
Oh, My Life in Portia?
Yeah, I love
My Time in Portia.
My Time in Portia. I love that game.
Yeah.
And it was
what do you
very
like
similar.
about it?
What? I love it because it's, I don't know, I just like you're a little person and you have a huge map. You can craft your stuff. You can go find your stuff. You can go buy your stuff. I don't know, just the
and it's like a
time management also because it's like Stardew Valley where
it's a cozy game.
Yeah, and it, like every second is maybe a minute and so on and so forth. And then you have these missions and things like that, but it's like no pressure. There's no pressure on it.
It's cozy. Yeah.
Yeah, cozy.
I also like cozy games. I like cozy games that some of my favorite cozy games like kind of have an edge to them. Like that God, what was that fucking fishing game that I love so much? Dredge. You're just a boat. You're not even actually fishing.
I'm not even a person. I'm a boat.
The fishing mechanic sucks, but you're just a boat pretty much. And man, there's something fucking creepy about that. Something creepy about that whole fucking game. And it's supposed to be kinda, but
you didn't finish it?
No, it's good. I played quite a bit of it. I just got to a point where I was like, oh, I'm kind of stuck. And then I was like, yeah, I'll play something else.
Well, that's where I'm at. I I had a super huge task, and I was like, this is going to take hours. And I just kind of like fell off of it a little bit. But I do really like it, and I will pick it back up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think next time I actually sit down and play some games, I'm just going to grind on that boss on Prince of Persia until I beat her ass.
Better.
It's going to take me a minute, but I think I can do it. I just, I was like, oh, this is going to take too long. So I played a different game for 40 hours.
Oh, okay. Right. Oh, no, beating this boss might take 3 hours, but let me just pick up a whole new. That's funny.
Yeah, pretty much.
Sometimes, though, you know what I mean? You like just get discouraged and you're just like, I can't do this right now. So.
Yep, got to do something else for a little bit. I'll come back to it.
Yeah. But those are good games.
Yeah, I like those. I really like that. I think honest to God, I think if you gave that Prince of Persia game a shot, I think you would be like, holy fuck, this is my jam.
Maybe.
Because it's like
scroller, right?
It's a side scroller, yeah.
Yeah,
it's
I do like those.
It's like Mario if Mario could punch. But also you can kind of teleport.
Can they ground pound?
You can.
Okay.
And the controls are pretty intuitive. Like once you get used to it, you can remap them if you want. But at first I struggled with the controls, but after like an hour, I was like, oh shit, I got this.
Do you forget the controls?
No, I think I could pick it up
well,
right now and zip around the room.
You get some games where you're like so in depth in it, and then you're like, oh, I can't pick this up again in a week or two because I don't remember the buttons.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's just so much. So
the environmental puzzles are really cool. That's
nice.
like my favorite.
I do
part
like
of it.
puzzles. I do like puzzles.
Yeah, me too. I know you.
And
do,
I like a scroller
like,
because it's simple scroller. Obviously, it's not.
They're button combos though.
Yeah.
Like the environmental puzzles, you have to like freeze frame yourself and then jump to a spot and then trip a switch to make something happen and then recall your body where it was when you took that screenshot and then fucking finish the course or whatever. But you have to do these things like in a certain order to be able to get from point A to point B to solve the puzzle. But it's cool, man.
Yeah, that's cool.
It's pretty fluid. Yeah, it's a navigation puzzle is what it is.
Okay. Yeah, no, I do like those.
Yeah, neato. I think you'd really like it because I do know that you like platformers. I mean, we both do.
I do like puzzle games.
Yeah.
But I also have to be in the mental capacity to play a puzzle game,
right.
even though I love them.
A lot of times video games are just like, I'm going to fucking go brain dead for a little while. Click around and just be like...
Yeah, I don't know. But
that's how I feel sometimes. That's why I played that fucking, that game you turned me on to, that fucking Zenless Zone Zero.
That's when I was playing that other game.
That's why I played that for a fucking hot minute. I was just like, you know what, man, this is nothing. I just like collect a bunch of rewards.
You would have her level your shit.
I'd have her level my shit up for a while.
Her name.
Fuck. All right, I'll beep it out.
Okay.
But yeah, the combat was like, it's nothing. It's just like you just move the sticker.
Well, I know you were talking about the menus were like actually like they're not like hard. There's just so many
of them. Yeah,
there's just so much and too much for each menu.
It's
dude, like, did you get it all at the beginning, or is it one of those things where you can get it at stages?
There was a day where you and I said we did a dual console setup. We had 2 TVs in the same room. You were playing My Time in Portia, and I was playing that game. And I literally just went through all the menus for like 4 or 5 hours.
No, I do remember that.
Yeah, that was literally all I did. Was like I looked at all the currency and went, okay, where do I get this stuff? Where do I fucking? Okay, this is what's in this menu. This is where I'm going to get to
most of those kinds of games, yeah, you have to. You know, it takes
4 or
hours
5 hours?
Yeah, it does.
That's not necessary.
It is.
I feel like 5 hours is too much. To go through all the menus?
Not. Does it go day by day? Or is it like
day.
Or you just can whole
No, those are just the menus. Like if you
I know that, but I'm just saying
when you get a new item in your inventory and you have to equip that item to your inventory, you have to open a menu. Go to your inventory, select the item, select to equip it, and select the character. But imagine instead of that, it's fucking 5 more menus deep.
Okay, well, I do get that, but there are a lot of games like that.
Oh, yeah, yeah. Absolutely. There's tons of them like that.
So that's what I'm saying is like whenever you get into a game like that, it's like, you know what? Sometimes of that game, you're just literally gonna be in a menu.
Oh, hell yeah. No, I played like 100 hours of fucking Persona 5.
Well, it's like even
I got you.
like, well, when we play D&D, it's the same thing with that. It's like, oh, sometimes at the very end of the game, we might spend 2 or 3 hours in the end menu in town, or before we even start the game, we spend 2 or 3 hours in the end, like the menu in town kind of thing. So
that's
I don't
also
know,
true.
but it just makes for the game,
Oh, you think we should do a D&D, like a very, very bare bones D&D segment on the Black Label podcast?
How bare bones?
Like if I just did it like this, Alicia, you're walking through the woods right now. You've got a bow on your back and you've got a dagger on your hip. And as you're walking, you hear a branch snap loudly about 80 yards out to your left. What do? Oh man, I wish we had cameras for that. That was you like, what?
Well, I
like
turn to my left quietly with my hand on my hip, probably. And I probably observe the area.
Yeah.
Or I, like, if I have binoculars or anything like that, I maybe look for equipment. Or
you don't have anything like that.
Okay, I don't have anything like that.
Then
I turn left to look at the area. That's,
so a game like that, like as you turn left, you fucking, what?
I think.
I'm not doing a bit. I'm like trying to end it. Oh.
No, I don't care. We can end it, but I do think that maybe write that down because I think it is like your Harmon town or they used to live for. I think a 2-person could do a podcast like that.
Just a D&D style. One
yeah,
person's
because
a narrator.
you can always end the story. It doesn't matter.
That is true.
It's never ending.
Yep.
So I'm sorry. I just had to say it. I know we're like recording, but I just
had
to interrupt you with that. But I was like, I don't know. That's pretty interesting because honestly, what you said and then my little response and then like 20 more minutes of something like that because we could easily banter back and forth about it.
Yeah. So, like, do you think that could be like a whole segment on the other
Those
show?
Could be 40.
Because it could be
on the other show.
It could be 2 people. There are 2 people.
I would like to do that though.
Yeah, I don't even need dice. I can just like narrate it.
You can just say it.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah,
I love it. But I personally would like to do that though. Because I do like all the pen and paper and the things, but I also like I don't have to think of anything else and you're saying it and I can instantly like react to it. Instead of being like, okay, well what does my character actually get to do?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Oh, if you want to know, I'll pull up a fucking spell list. I'll tell you. I'll just be I'll just be like, you can do these 3 things, and you just choose one.
Well, that's the thing is too. Before you do your actually, like all those. What was that game you played? Not the Leonard Maltin, the other one. It was something else.
The Roger Ebert game.
It would be a similar thing where each person pulled their class, their this, their that.
Mm-hmm.
You pulled 3 things.
Okay, that's fun.
And then you the storyteller, starts telling the story. So you have these 3 things you can definitely do. Okay, it'd be more like, your build. Because you'd be like, okay, are you a low character, big character? You're an elf or you're a barbarian?
I could there's random character, there's random D&D character generators.
Easy, nothing crazy, nothing like, like intense. It's just like those little, I don't know. There's like a few things you need to know about a person. So I am an elf. I would stay-at-home mom elf. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like that.
Yeah.
Like just 3 simple things. Okay, I'd be doing this, I do this, and I do this. Or I don't know.
You'd have to have your race, your class, and just whatever you did.
Race and
before.
class. You don't even need a race and class, but
Stay-at-home elf archer.
yeah. But that
Stay-at-home
would give
mom,
you a
elf
really
archer.
good idea, and then you can move on from that. But I do think
That's very funny. I like that. I like that. Yeah, I think that's a good idea. I'll incorporate that in the show down the road. We're at time though, so I'm gonna go ahead and call it there. Hey, thank you so much for joining me for this episode, and thank you, listener, for listening to this episode. If you could just tell a couple thousand of your friends
and dance like you just ate something.
Yeah, dance like you just had a little snack.
Treat.
You know, just you had a little treat, and you're like, that was nice. Tell a couple thousand of your friends if you don't mind. You can always find us on social networks. Hey, buy me coffee. Hey, actually, hold on, let me back up a step. Patreon. We have I've kind of revamped the Patreon. We're doing episode releases like almost a month early. So you can get all these episodes and all this content early, ad free on Patreon. There is the Buy Me a Coffee. If you're not ready to get into a relationship, but you still want to have some fun, you can buy me a coffee at buymeacoffee.com/just2movies, or our Amazon affiliate link. That is literally the easiest way for anybody to help us. If you're gonna buy shit on Amazon anyway, which you are, aren't you?
Of course.
Yeah, of course. You're going to buy shit on there anyway. Just pull up one of our episodes on your podcast catcher of choice, and give that affiliate link a little click first, and we get a kickback from whatever you buy. I don't know how that works. Sometimes you get a discount, though, so that's nice, right? Yeah. And sweet dreams.
You guys aren't going to start sucking each other's dicks, are you?
Let's call that phone call for a one-eyed Batman.
Can I make a suggestion that doesn't involve violence? Or is this the wrong crowd?
Maybe we should call in a bomb threat to Houston. I think it's free beer night at the Astrodome.
The Jedi, Bob. We don't fight with guns, we fight with our mind.
Cousin, business is booming.
That is one big pile of shit.
Jog on.
It's Just Two Movies is a production of Blue Cheese and Bacon Studios and can be found wherever you get your podcasts.
All right, special thanks for the people who helped make this show. That is going to be Russ, Tafari, God-Sized and Growing, and SUNDS for our music, Lamplighter Productions for our artwork. Oh, yeah, I definitely want to throw out a thanks to Dave, who takes care of our YouTube platform, and Justin, who has started doing our TikTok. You can find us on TikTok at Just Two Movies Pod. Yeah, so hit us up on socials and tell your friends and leave us a like if you could. That's the show.
Make all your good feelings or bad feelings turn into good feelings, Danny.
Will I get addicted? It's not habit forming. It sounds like it's probably expensive. It's the cheapest drug there is.
That's funny.
No, I do not want that crack cocaine.
Okay.
I'm just kidding.